Standing tall, spread the toes, get them right under the hips, pull the tummy in, and then lengthen the spine. Shoulder roll, breathing in and out, and again, breathing in and out. Let's keep that moving with a bigger circle. You can push your elbows towards each other and then draw the shoulder blades together around the back. So elbows coming forwards and back, breathing in and breathing out. Right arm, full circle, turn the head, turn the shoulders, eyes following hands. So we want to rotate through the upper spine, breathing in and out, and one more, breathing in and out. Super, moving through side bend slowly, drawing up on one side, reaching away, lovely. Just one more, and then come to center, grip the pelvis, soften the knees, start to move through pelvic tilt. So upper body is still, lower body is moving, releasing the hips, mobilizing those facet joints in the lower back. Couple more. Turn that music down a smidge. Lovely. Pull up through the thighs and then just release the whole spine, please. Super. Let's have a little look at the balance. So, oh, somebody coming in. Hang on. Patty. So, standing, morning Patty, standing on one leg, toe in front, flex and point, wrists and ankles. Rotate slowly, please. And then the other way. Super. Change legs, forward and lift, tighten up the glutes, flex and point. Rotate slowly. Other way. And relax. Give it all a shake. Super. Let's come back to feet in narrow parallel and then just a small step forward to split the stance. So not too wide. Let's come into a balance. So forward onto the toes. Up we go. Inhale. Exhale, sway back, pull back the toes of the front foot. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Just one more of those on this side. And then stay with this leg in front. Drop the weight evenly. Hands behind the back. Let's soften down the knees and hip hinge. Breathing into hinge. Breathing out to come back up at your own pace. Guys, just see how that's feeling. Do your feet need to go more narrow, more wide, side by side? So you'll be feeling it stretching mainly up the back of the leg that's in front. Shape of the spine not changing. Opening the back of the hip. This is your last one. Come on up, give everything a shake. Super. Feet parallel, small step forward. Spread the toes, balance first. Up we come. Breathing out to lengthen. Breathing out to come down and sway back. Just keep that moving for me, please. Just one more. Drop the toes, spread the weight evenly, hands behind you, open the chest, hip hinge, breathing in on the way down, soft knees, but feel it stretching up the back of that front leg, abs stay engaged. So last one. And then come on up and give everything a shake. Let's have a bit of a rotation there. Super. Okay, bring your hog in if you can and stand on your hog. If you've not got a hog, that's fine. Just stand on the floor. So we're going to put 2 feet on the smooth side of the hog. I'm going to come into the middle, widen my feet, and then I'm just going to hold here. So I'm going to pedal my feet. So I'm going to go one up, one down, and I'm going to start to actively rock the hog. Now you can just do this on the spot if you want. Opposite arm to leg. Super. Come into centre. I'm going to go thumbs in the breastbone for rotation. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the right front corner. My nose is in line with my fingertips. Come center, breathe in. Breathe out, rotate. Center, breathe in. Breathe out, rotate. If all of that's okay, extend your arms in front, come to bow and arrow, turn the head, look over the shoulder, reach forward, inhale, exhale, pull. So looking behind you, challenging the balance as you rotate the spine and the neck. 2 more. And then relax. Just pedal the feet. And we are going to come down to a squat. So have your feet the full width. Small hip hinge, sit back, squat. Come on up. Either lift your heels if you're on the floor or rock your hog if you're on the hug. we're going to hold our next one down. Come on down and hold. And then either pulse or rock backwards and forwards, whichever one feels better for you, holding for 8. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, release, stretch, breathe in, breathing out, coming down, sitting back and rocking. Two more. Last one. Come on up, release. Last set, come down. So you can pulse or rock. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Lovely. Give your feet a little pedal. And then small step off the back. So I'm going to put my feet together. Step off on one foot. Hip hinge. Chest is down. Buttocks are lifted. Front leg is straight. And I am rocking the hop. Uncurl your spine. And change legs. Foot in the middle, pushing it back. Chest is down, buttocks are lifted. Rocking the hug, backwards and forwards. Uncurl. Super, give everything a good old shake. And then push that off to one side for me. Grab your band for me, please, guys. So let's take the band in front. Feet parallel. Come to waiter, shoulders down. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pull on the band. So drawing the scapulas together behind us. And releasing into quite a loose band so that you've got enough slack in the band to be able to open out the chest, but not so loose that you're not feeling resistance. So feel the shoulder blades draw together. Feel those muscles switching on. If they're not, it needs to be a shorter band. Last one. And relax. Release the shoulders, guys. Take your band around and underneath your armpits, elbows high. So think about chest flies that we do maybe when we're lying on the floor. We want it quite wide. So I'm going to push forward, maybe cross my arms, and then I want to open and feel my shoulder blades draw together. Breathe out, push. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, push. Guys, as you open, transfer the weight, lift one knee and balance. Press. Lift and open. Lovely. Can we add a squat? Squat. Lift, open and balance. Do 2 more. Super, relax, give it all a shake. So keep hold of your band nice wide and loose now, just to release around the shoulders. So coming up and over, opening the chest, really feeling that stretch, and then coming down. Make sure your spine is in neutral, not extending. Tail is tucked, knees are soft. I'm going to bring my hands a little bit closer together so that I can feel some resistance as I'm moving around. The last one. And then relax. If we give everything a shake, just get rid of your band for me. Guys, take your hands behind you and just open the chest. Look up. Take some breaths there. So just extending the spine. And we're going to go into roll down next. So relax the arms, give them a shake. Standing tall in neutral. Arms coming up, breathing in. Arms coming down, breathing out. Chin is on the chest. Rounding the shoulders, rolling down below the knees. Not all the way, guys. Hold it there, breathe in. Breathe out, roll back up. Lovely. Extend, breathe in. Breathe out, arms down. Rolling down slowly. Going a little bit deeper if you're ready to go deeper. So we all might be at slightly different levels now. So you can stay there for a while longer, or you can just roll back up. So I'm going to keep moving slowly. Each time I roll, I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Once you get quite low, if it feels nice to have a sway, have a sway. Alternatively, if your back's not great, just put your hands on your thighs, and then you can roll through a pelvic tilt here, flexion and extension. So just do what feels good for you, but we'll stay rolling in some way in the standing position. So spinal flexion of your choice. So guys, next one will be your last one, and then we'll think about adding downward dog. If you need a few more roll downs, that's okay. I'm going to walk forward into my downward dog. I'm going to transfer my weight back, arms and legs fairly straight, and just have a pedal of the feet. Nice slow pedal. From there, you could walk back and roll up, or you could join me in a plank. So your plank can be on your hands or elbows, your toes or knees. Your core is engaged. Your belly button is pulled in. Lovely. Taking some breaths there. If you feel okay to do it, drop to your knees and do either a narrow tricep press up or a wide chest press up. Maybe 2, maybe 4, just what feels correct for you there as you're moving through it. And then come on back up through downward dog and roll back up for me, please. So if you feel you need to get your mat down for your press ups, then please do. I'm going to keep moving through my roll down, my downward dog, my planks and my press ups. So trying to get a balance of flexibility and strength. Guys, if you've had enough, then just drop onto all fours and cat stretch or shell stretch but please tip your screen before you do that. So I'm going to give myself one more round of everything, and then I'm going to set myself up on the floor. I'm going to keep moving. Lovely, so just stay with it. And then once you've finished your last set, everything comes to the floor, please. I'm just going to adjust my cameras. And when you come to the floor, you're going to need your ball, your band and your hog, maybe a head block or a cushion if you've got that. Once you are on the floor, please take hands under shoulders, knees under hips, spread the fingers and toes, and then roll the length of the spine through flexion and extension. Once you're done there, guys, just sit back into shell, release your wrists, release your shoulders, take some breath. Uncurl your spine. So let's go thread the needle. I'm going to do my thread needle with a ball. You could do it with your band under your hands if you wanted to. Some of you might want to use a weight. I'm not using weights today. So going all fours, left leg out with the toes under, body weight forward. I'm pushing up to the ceiling, breathing in. I'm coming down, I'm rolling through, breathing out. My eyes are following my hands. My focus is on quite a big range of movement through the upper body. Lower body fairly still, pelvis not really moving. And I want to feel I've got body weight into this left arm. So body weight into the left arm as I move through those 2 points with a nice deep rotation of the upper body, breathing in to open, breathing out to roll through the gap. One more on that side, please. Guys, if it feels good, roll through and hold the stretch. Now, it might be too intense, but if it's not intense, hold it. If it is intense, come back to a shell stretch. Taking a couple of breaths here. And then I'm pressing into this left hand and pulling through. I'm changing sides. Shift the weight forward, pull the tummy in. And then pushing up, inhaling, opening. Exhaling, rolling through. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to roll. Lovely. So just keeping the whole thing moving. Keeping enough body weight forward to challenge through the upper body. Not necessarily going deep if it's bothering the wrists or the shoulders. So if you want to hold the last one through, hold it through. If that's not comfortable, then go back to shell. Couple of breaths here. Pulling through. shell. Release the spine, release the wrists. Hands under shoulders. Support the body weight. Roll up. Super. Sit down on your bottom. And then have your ball behind you or a cushion. And have your band nearby because we'll come to that shortly. So I'm going to have my feet hip width apart. Hands on the backs of the legs. Check my balls where I want it to be. I'm going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, scoop and roll, landing on the ball, releasing the hands if you can, rolling forwards, extending up through the shoulders if you can, scooping, rolling, bow and arrow, if that feels okay. So I want to get the pelvic tilt first. I want to recruit those deep lower abdominals, and then I want to rotate into the waist. If all of that feels okay, you can fold your band in half or grab a weight if you want to. Shoulder extension, come on down, scoop, roll, and then rotate here for 4, 3. Guys, do make sure it's the spine that's moving rather than just the arms. You can, if you feel okay with it, lift the side you're turning to. So you can lift the side you're turning to if that's right for you. You do have to slow the whole thing down if you're going to do that. Super. Get rid of that for me and come to slump stretch, please. So I'll focus there mainly on the lower abs and the waist. So let's go into the upper abdominals. Now come down onto your back, and then I'm going to take away my ball. I'm going to put my head block underneath. I'm going to hug my knees in and draw a circle with my pelvis. Just guide your knees over your hips if you can. If there's back pain, knees come in a bit more. Fingertips to the base of the skull, head heavy on the hands. So I want you to lift up till you feel those upper abdominals recruit. Pull the belly button in. Then from there, a single leg stretch or a toe tap. Guys, I want a space between the chin and the chest. Exhaling to extend. Keep that moving slowly. Lovely. So options here. Drop your head anytime you need to. Bring your knees in or hold them if you need to, but optimum is knees over hips. head lifted. Some of you might be able to take 2 toes to the ceiling and do a straight leg scissor. Give that a go if you feel strong enough to do that. Head can be up or down. 8, imprinted spine all the way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on, in, well done. Let's just take the feet together on the floor. Arms out to the side, palms up. Can we drop the knees slowly to the right and slowly to the left? So 1 or 2 more, finishing to the left side, please. And then let's come into rotation for the waist. So let's do corkscrew. So ball or hog between your knees or feet. Ankles or knees are over hips. Hands are on the rib cage, shoulders are down. So I'm dropping over to the right side as the head is still, the shoulders are down. 45 degrees approximately, enough to feel your waist working. Fingertips to the ceiling, shoulders down. Breathing into dropping out to lift. Give me 1 or 2 more, please. With or without the arms. I want you to finish with legs to the left. And when you've finished, let's have a full body stretch, please. If you don't want a full body stretch, hug or roll. Take some breaths here. Arms over, and I'm going to draw my legs in. Can you take your knees bent, your feet the full width of the mat, arms out, palms up, and then just give me some nice gentle Elvis knees. So windscreen wiper, right and left slowly, please. And then I'd like you, when you're ready, to set yourself up in side lying. So I'm going to put my hog under my head. I'm going to have my ball nearby. And then I'm going to come down into the bent knee position for clown. So my feet are level with my hips, my knees are slightly in front, and I'm going to come all the way down. Now we are going to come up onto our shoulder or our elbow in a minute. So those of you that don't want to be on it, just stay with your head down on the hug. So let's push our knees down, lift our toes up first, and then let's rotate into clown. So a nice still spine in neutral. Bottom rib is lifted away from the mat with the core engaged. Breathing out on the lift, zipping up on the pelvic floor and breathing in on the way down and tightening through the glutes as we do it. Guys, if everything feels okay, rotate, extend, flexed foot. Point the toe, come on in and lower down. So we'll do one more. And then come on down, relax, top leg over bottom leg. Just give it a bit of a tap there. Super. Okay, put your feet and knees back together. Guys, options. Either with your knees bent, come up onto your elbow if your shoulder is okay on that side. If it's not okay, then you're going straight arm, straight leg lift, okay? So if you are down here, breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. If you're on your elbow with your knees bent, press into your elbow, lift your rib, and then also lift your hip if you can, and then see if you can push your pelvis forward. So you open the hip joint, if that makes sense. Arm and leg out to the side, lifting. So you are either down on the mat, lifting two legs, or you are up on the elbow and knee, lifting one leg. Try to push the pelvis forward if you are up on the knee and elbow. That's going to be too much for some of you, depending on lots of things. Knees, elbows, hips. So 4, 3, 2, last one. Come on down and relax. Lovely. Come all the way down. Put your ball between your knees and squeeze it. And then just rotate into that open door. Squeezing the ball. So if that's feeling okay and you want to try backstroke, go backstroke. If you'd rather stay with open door, that's fine. Eyes following hand, moving slowly through those points. Last one. And relax. Good. Guys, just sit up for me. Let's release the shoulder and the waist from that last one. So just give me side stretch, lengthen, reach out from the waist. And then change sides. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then just with your hands behind you, give your knees a little rock. And so we're going to set everything up down the other end of the mat now. Or roll over depending on where you are. So I'm going to use my hug. I'm going to have my ball nearby. I'm going to go with clam first. So I do want to be down with my feet level with my knees slightly forward of my hips, my rib cage lifted, and my toes up. When you are ready, moving on the out breath, maintaining a neutral spine and a neutral pelvis. So as and when you're ready, extend the leg, flex the foot, point the toe and come on in. So we're moving through all the joints of the leg. We're going hip joint, knee joint, flex the foot, ankle joint, point, bend, and lower. So knee, hip and ankle. Excuse me. Next one is the last one. And then come on down, top leg over bottom leg, give it a little tap or rub. Okay, from here your options are lifting from the floor or coming onto the elbow right under the shoulder with bent knees. Extend the top leg, press and lift, and then we need to push the pelvis forward, guys, to open the hip joint. So push the pelvis forward, then we're lifting on an out breath and coming down. So whether you are on or off the mat, your spine is still. It's just the arm and leg that are moving. So just a little bit more of a progression on that side leg series for those that can. So our torso is in a side plank. So we were aiming for 10. Keep those hips lifted. 5, squeeze the buttocks. Keep lifting through here. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Come on down. Oh, that was hard on that side. Relax, grab your ball. Feet together, hips stacked. And then just either opening and holding or opening and closing slowly. Fix the pelvis, move through the upper body. So we're going shoulder joint, neck joint, and upper spine. Holding or moving slowly. If backstroke is looking good, go backstroke. Squeezing on that ball, stabilizing the pelvis. Lovely, relax, well done. Get rid of the ball and then join me back over on all fours, please. So just have a cat or a shell if you feel like you want one. Get a bit more movement into the lower back, maybe a pelvic tilt. And then we'll bring in our ball if we can, and we'll put it under the right knee for Superman. So if you'd rather be on a block, a hug or a cushion, that's fine. Ball is the most challenging. So it's going under my right knee. And so we're going to look at some different variations. You can just stick with one if you like. Coming into nice tabletop back, abs are braced, knees are side by side, left knee is off the floor. So I'm going to breathe in, breathe out, extend the leg first, lift it to hip height, see how it feels, come back in on an in-breath, keeping it off the floor. Feel that your weight is even through both hands. And then I'm going to hold it back. I'm going to flex my foot, pull my tummy in, press through my hands, and draw 4 circles with that leg. Not too big, thinking about pelvic stability, thinking about challenging the balance. I'm going to circle the other way for 4. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to bring the knee in again, in slowly. Extend out. This time, I'm going to see if I can get my right hand off the floor. Now you can take that right hand to a salute. You can extend it to the front or the side, or you might just want to hover it an inch or 2 off the floor if you feel too unstable. You might want to leave it down on the floor altogether. And so this is the last one using the arm. I want you to extend the arm and leg and hold. Stay here if you can. Breathe through it. Think about your posture. Are your shoulders square to the mat? Are your hips square to the mat? Has anything twisted? Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Lovely. Dismount. Release the spine, cat or shell. Release the wrists. Draw in, uncurl. Let's change that. So I'm going to go the other way just so you can see me. You don't need to. Ball is under the left knee. Hug, block or cushion if you wish. Body weight into the hands. Back is flat. When you're ready, on an out breath, extending and lifting. So at this point, the weight is even between both hands. I'm doing 4, moving from the knee and the hip. And then I'm holding the last one back. Just moving from the hip now, drawing 4 circles. Focus is on pelvic stability. Keeping the weight even through the hands. Minimizing the movement through the ball. Breathing steadily. Go the other way, please. Make it a little bit bigger if you can, but it's not really about how big it goes. It's about stabilizing the pelvis while the leg is moving. So you might have 1 or 2 more to go, but when you feel like you've done 4, join me and move from the knee. So now the hip is still, the knee is moving. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg comes down again, and it starts to move through a full range of movement. If you can put your body weight in your right arm and start to move your left arm, please do. If that's too much on the shoulders or the stability, your focus is on the leg rather than the arm. Knee is moving in and out, so moving from knee and hip on that one. And then guys, finally extending opposite arm to leg, holding and brace it. Your eye gaze is down to the mat. Your abs are switched on. Hips and shoulders square. We are breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Well done. Dismount. Guys, let's have a cat stretch. Just moving your spine through flexion and extension. Lovely. So guys, only do this with me if your back feels okay. Couple of inches further forward, shift the weight, Drop into a bigger extension and then pull all the way back into child's pose or shell stretch for flexion. Now if your back doesn't like that, you're going to need to just stay with the cat stretch. So I'm going deeper extension, deeper flexion. If that is too much, your arms and legs are still and you are rolling through a cat. So keep moving through either of those positions. Breathe in steadily as you do it. Think about where you're feeling it. Should only feel like a nice deep stretch. Shouldn't be irritating the back or the shoulders. Make the next one your last one and then just join me back in a shell stretch. I'm going to extend my arms, push my bum towards my feet, and then I'm going to walk my hands off the right side of the mat and pull back and take some breaths here. Coming through center, over to my left side, pulling back, holding, taking some breaths. Coming through center, support your body weight, uncurl your spine slowly. Super, join me on your back for a leg stretch to finish. So I'm going to come down, grab some head support, grab my band. Take it around the sole of the right foot, please. Elbows down, shoulders relaxed, sliding out the bottom leg. And I'm just going to stay on this hamstring and try to develop it. You might want to give your leg a sway or a circle. But I'm just going to stay here a bit longer. Do what feels right for you. I'm going to flex and point my ankle. And just try to develop that stretch a little bit. And then I'm going to put my band in my right hand and just drop out to the right side to stretch my inner thigh. I've got my left hand on my hip so that my pelvis isn't twisting, my buttock isn't lifting. Just breathing into it, enjoying the stretch. You can move through it if you're happier doing that. And then finally I'm going to come up, take the leg across the body, I'm going to soften my knee and I'm going to stretch into my hip and glute, and I'm taking my right arm across the floor. So again, go where you feel you need to be. It might not be where I need to be. Coming back up and changing. So on my left side, elbows are down, chest is open, focusing on my hamstring. So holding or moving. Just think about what you're trying to achieve. Release the hamstring, the inner thigh, the outer thigh. Flex and point if you want to get into that calf. Holding or moving. Going inner thigh, and then I'm going to go outer thigh. So you might feel good with a sway or a circle. If you're stretching your inner thigh, your spine shouldn't have moved. We only do that on outer thigh. So I'm going to come back up And then I'm going to change, soften my knee, lift my bottom, and get into my outer thigh, my glute, little bit into my back. You can leave your bum down if that's better for you. And then I'm coming back up and I'm slipping my foot out of the band. Coming over onto all fours. Cat or downward dog to finish. Little foot pedal. And then I'm walking in slowly. Please be slower than me as you roll up. Standing up tall, breathing in, guys. Breathing out, coming across. And breathing in. And breathing out. Come on, up and lower. Shoulder roll. Breathing in and out. And then rotating the spine, please. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. Come on in, folks.